Everybody, I'm here to show you a really simple maths activity. So let's have a little look at the things that we've got out ready for this. I started by looking for a pirate book. So this is one of the pirate books that we've got at home. It's Julia Donaldson's The Troll. It's a fantastic book. Both of my kids really enjoy this. So when you've had a go at reading the book, this is the page that I want you to focus on. Who's that tripping over my plank, jeered Hank Chief. They've got the troll walking off the plank. So from there, Ben and Izzy have been making lots of pirate-themed activities this week. So we thought what we would do is get some of the things around the house to walk the plank. So I've asked them to go and collect 10 things from around the house. So as you can see, they're just normal things that we would find around our home. Really normal. You don't need anything fancy for this activity. I've collected some of the things from Ben's toy box, some things that are in Izzy's bedroom and other bits that are in the kitchen. So what I would do next is get your son or daughter to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now you can choose any number you want. Numbers to 5 are really easy. Numbers to 10, harder. Numbers to 20, even harder still. And if you want, you could go up to 100. So here I've got a washing up bowl with some water in. You could use the bath, you could use the sink, you could use whatever you like. So what I asked them to do this morning was pretend they were walking the plank and then dropped them in the water. So when we'd had really good fun reenacting the story, jumping them in the water, I said, why don't we this time guess if they are going to sink or swim? So what I have put over here is a plate with a piece of paper on that says sink, a plate with a piece of paper that says float. So I got them to choose something, guess. Is it going to sink or float? Or you could say sink or swim. And then walk it into the water. So some of the things sink to the bottom and some of them float. When they pick it out of the water, get them to choose which plate it's going to go on. You can have really good fun with this. We've used all kinds of different things around the house this morning. Some of the things are a bit more unusual and do things that we don't expect. You might want to walk them in groups. You could do groups of 3 and look at your maths, your 3 times table. And when they've walked into the water, they've walked the plank and then grouped them. And they're all together. You could say, were there any that were unusual? Or were there any that you thought might do different things? And then you could count the groups on the plates. If you really wanted to, then you could go over to your scales and weigh some of the things and ask them, does it have something to do with weight? There's some really interesting observations to be made with weight and whether things float or not. You could get them to read the scales. It's a really good maths activity. Or you could get them to guesstimate. So I hope you enjoyed that video and look out for more exciting things with my family coming up soon.